Troy Kearns, real estate investor, bringing it to you from downtown Kansas City, right next to the River Market, and I'm going to be touring the Western Union Building today. Built in 1920, it's a great building, it's a historical building. It's listed currently right now for $6 million, 5.95. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm interested in it. Number one, it's historic. So there's a potential that I could get historical tax credits. And definitely if it's a Western Union building, like the original Western Union building, they're gonna wanna give historical tax credits on that. Definitely comment below if you know about historical tax credits more than me. I'd love to pick your brain. I'm just getting into them with Kansas City. I don't know if he used them, I don't know if I can use them again, right? I don't know if historical tax credits can work twice. I think they can, but I don't know for sure. So comment, and if you were to ask me 19 years ago if I thought I'd be buying stuff like this, I would have told you, no freaking way, okay? So do not compare yourself to others, because I heard this the other day, my chapter one is not your chapter one, right? My chapter one was 19 years ago. I think this is our guy right here that we're meeting. The funny thing about this is I actually know him because originally I was gonna buy another property and he was the listing agent, and then COVID happened and that didn't work out, right? So we'll see if we can put a deal together, but he's gonna show us the property and we're gonna figure it out. So this is just a cafe, that's a good thing. They were here for a while,
it's
so.
popular too. I mean, look at
Yeah, so popular cafe, we like that. Pawns and pints, they need to go. if I buy it, they need to go.
right. And they're coming up next year anyway, as you can see on there.
Yeah, they're paying like nothing. That must be a friend deal. This is really cool right here. Office suites, and that's probably exactly what it's gonna be. Office suites. So when we're going in here, this guy has it decked out. This is, he hit my heart right here when I walked through here. So we'll go through here and then we gotta hit this little button. I love the security. I love it. That's why I like this property.
So again, historic building, leftover stuff back in the day when it was ran as a Western Union.
Super cool. And these are all just like, I don't even know what they are.
Switching stations back in the day. I don't know, that's about mine, but yeah.
Look at all that, all this lighting.
And then their old greeting cards and stuff from way back when.
Same
The
time.
building's over 100 years old.
100 years old. It's like 1920, okay.
So original elevators, obviously they've been maintaining them, but as part of the deal to keep it historic, they couldn't upgrade it.
Couldn't upgrade, that's fine. This is the empty suite that's available to lease right now.
Yep. It could easily be 2 suites too. I don't know if you noticed the little restroom there. And here's that door. You notice on 7th Street there. And they're just using it for storage for their stuff for now.
But yeah, this could be 2 for sure.
And this could be your first floor office for the suites, or however you want to do it. Yeah.
I think first floor you want retail.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
kind of back a house a little bit is the only thought I had,
Yeah, but if you dial it in for like a gym or a restaurant or something else,
Sure.
You got parking. That's the biggest problem, right?
Right.
You can charge people for parking, valet, the whole deal.
Storage back there.
Yeah, unless you pop it all the way up.
And then that goes back out to that elevator court.
Got it. So these are all your big beams here. Strong building. Who built it, do you know? Western Union?
Before I was born.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who the original
Yeah.
contractor was. And then this leads, actually there's another door to 7th Street. So you really could easily subdivide it.
2 suites, yeah.
And that leads into the kitchen for the restaurant.
Okay. You've been to this property all the time, huh?
There a few times.
If you're looking and you're wondering, Eden, what the plan is either multifamily or office or a mixture of. I think on the 4th floor, eventually when those guys are out, that's multifamily or lawyer's office, whatever. Where's the courthouse right there, right? Yeah, courthouse is right there. Lawyers like views. They like parking. They like high rent. They like prestige. And again, if we can look out and show the view, we're on the 3rd floor right now. And
Down to the north side of downtown there, and then also the river market across there.
I would say, yeah, this is basically where downtown begins. That's the river down there, the West Bottom's down there, that's the river market, right? And I mean, look, just look at this stuff, dude. Everything is, I'm saying, everything he's done in this property, he's done a great job at.
And they're I'm sure you've seen, they're expanding it down to Berkeley Riverfront on the north, and then all the way down to the plaza. They're in the middle of construction.
Okay.
Down to UMKC, which is a big university.
And he retuck pointed, all these bricks are like, these are original bricks. You can see, this is where their main office is, you're saying, right?
Yeah.
So you got like, this is cool. They kept the original concrete here.
Concrete.
And you can see like, these are the old glue sticking to it, and it just kind of gives it a cool, all the, whatever they had on there, probably some sort of an asbestos tile, it looks like. And you got your kitchen right here, probably with a motion light, I'm guessing. Yep. So this is the original. So when he went back and put those new windows in, they made him do it too historic. And so this is what it looks like now. That's a really pretty building. Lots of offices. It's already set up exactly the way I want it here. Yeah, it's just got it really well maintained. We're good.
All right. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, RC. I gotta do a little bit of research. I'm not sure if you're gonna have it this week, but probably next week. Okay.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
All right, thanks. So we just got done touring the property. We just met with the owner. And one of the things that I'm gonna tell you that I like to do is always try to get an appointment with the owner. And I'm not saying it, I'm an agent, but a lot of times when you're talking at a high level, you wanna talk to the high level, right? You don't wanna talk to the agent who is gonna play the telephone game and miss part of your message. It's easy to say no to a piece of paper, but when you meet someone, even if he doesn't like me, then I've already killed my chances of getting an offer accepted if he doesn't like me, right? But if he feels like, hey, this guy is reasonable, this guy is solid, he knows what he's doing, I can have a chance to tell him, hey, I've bought 100 properties in Kansas City, hey, I bought this property on Armour, hey, I like the way you did this stuff, and I tell him all the stuff that I'm truthful with and I'm honest with, then I feel like that gives me the best opportunity for him to want to accept my offer, especially if it's lower, right? If it's not what he wants, but he realizes, hey, this guy's trying to work a deal, he's trying to be creative, he's trying to do whatever. This will be one of the first places I let go. And the reason is you gotta understand the tenants you wanna attract, they all gotta blend together, right? So you got a cafe, that's great. You got a bar, that's great. But I don't wanna attract bar patrons. And I'm not if you like to go to bars, don't take any offense to that, but I'm not trying to attract that type of a tenant. I would like a gym or another type of a restaurant, something that's gonna get this building buzzing and something that's gonna wanna move tenants in. They got a place to eat. So it's not only gonna help the tenants, it's gonna help the building, right? Like let's say, I put right here where this Pond and Pine is. It's not even open right now, so that doesn't help the tenants. But if I put a gym in, let's say I found a guy who wants to put a gym in there right now, then they could work out. Then the gym benefits because people who go to work, they're like, I'm gonna work out at the gym at my office, right? They got one, it's 10 bucks a month, it's 20 bucks, whatever it is, they're gonna wanna do that. So when you're buying commercial property, you've gotta look at the whole building and figure out how things can work together. And so when I'm looking at this building right here, I'm looking at the first floor and I'm going, that's gotta be retail. It has to be retail. Why? We are on foot traffic area. I know we're not busy right now, but it is gonna get busy. We have parking, so we definitely wanna be retail. If we have parking, we wanna be retail. If we don't have parking, we don't care about retail. But if we have parking, the consumer can come in, it's gonna set up the patrons for success, and this just is not gonna work for me long term. So I'm gonna look at these small little offices. I'll probably, if I can't get retail in the small ones, then I'll probably try to get law offices in there. I'll probably specifically target attorneys. Why? Number one, I think I got a good idea right in my head. I could have them sign a thing saying if you buy from me, you can't sue me. We'll conflict about a couple hundred attorneys out of suing me. That'd be nice. The other thing is that I do like attorneys, right? And I feel like if I rent to a bunch of people who are like-minded, who think at a high level, then I'm gonna surround myself with other people, right? That are good, smart people. So your network is your net worth, and the people you rent to are part of your network, right? And if you're renting to a bunch of people that aren't on the same, I guess they're not trying to go the same way. Like if you looked at my property, if you haven't checked out my video on Fremont, you need to check out this video on Fremont. You'll see, I get along with all the tenants there. But I don't spend a lot of time there because I don't have a lot in common with them, right? Other than the fact that I'm the landlord. I wanna always have a good relationship with my tenants. I wanna have mutual respect for my tenants. God, I wanna buy this whole freaking town, baby. I wanna buy that building, I wanna buy that building, I wanna buy that building, I wanna buy this parking lot. I wanna buy every freaking thing in this town. And we moved to Kansas City for this exact reason. Look at all these beautiful buildings. We need to go drive by and look at this one right now. You see that one? I could tell right now, that is in need of a new owner right there.
How much would this building be in Las Vegas? Something like that.
50,000 square foot downtown Las Vegas is gonna be 10 million bucks bare minimum. To that level of a finish, maybe between 10, 15. With this parking, no, I think it's all included. Yeah. 10 to 15 million. Parking's not an issue in Vegas. And the reality is, well, it's actually 6 million, so it's not quite half price is what they're asking for, but that doesn't mean what we're gonna go into contract for. And in fact, I don't think it's worth that. Not because it's not worth that to somebody else, but to me as an investor, it won't pencil. So we gotta go back, we gotta do the numbers. This is the parking that we walked down earlier. Really, this would be the best play, is if you could buy this parking lot right behind us, and then you take this one and you redevelop it, you've got massive amounts of parking everywhere. If you haven't done so right now, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, make sure that you hit the like button, and definitely tell me what you think about this building right here. Make sure you let us know in the comments, what do you think? Should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Let me know. Yes or no? We don't know the cash flow. I'm gonna let you know that later, but just as a good structure, let's give you a little bit more information. First of all, this property's 50,000 square foot. It's been renovated all the way inside. It comes with this parking lot right here. It comes with this parking lot over here, and that's important. There is no parking. When Kansas City was built, it was prior to automobiles being a thing, right? It wasn't really a thing. Yes, they were building Model Ts, and yes, some people had them, but we've got this parking right here. He just told me he spent $200,000 right here rebuilding this, and I believe it because this is concrete. He probably had to reinforce the structural with beams and stuff like that. Right where that overpass is right there, that's where the streetcar runs. So they're building an infrastructure down here. We like that. Right here, that's the River Market. One of the things that the owner told me, which is gonna blow your mind, he says they have no parking over there, so they can valet and run back, and you can make an additional $50,000 a year. That's why I'm here at the property right now, is because it has a parking lot. If it was just that building, I wouldn't be here at all. I would not be here, but because of the parking, I'm here. Now, if it was listed for 2.5 and there was no parking, I'd probably be here. But the parking makes a huge, huge difference to me, to the tenants, and to everybody. And I see another building we need to go look at right now. See, look at these two buildings right here. We got this little one right there, the white one, and then to the left of that, there's another parking spot that I might be able to buy. And then right behind that, I see there's boarded up windows. And then right behind that, I see more boarded up windows on the next building. And then right behind that, I see another building that, you know, there's just everything you can buy. So in real estate, my whole point is don't get attached to the deal. I am totally excited about this property, but we're gonna make our offer based on the numbers and the numbers only. Not on the excitement, not on the emotions, not on the things that make us excited. We're gonna make an offer based on the numbers, and the owner's either gonna accept it or he's gonna reject it. That's how it works. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you get started investing in real estate. Peace. Troy Kearns bringing it to you from Kansas City, Missouri. What I want to talk to you about right now is historical tax credits. What are historical tax credits, and why are they so important to real estate, and why do you care about them? So first of all, a credit is basically what it sounds like. It's a credit, right? But the cool thing about historical tax credits is there's two of them. You have a state and a federal. So it's not all states, it's some states. Obviously, if you're in Las Vegas, they don't have historical tax credits, right? The state of Nevada doesn't have a lot of historical tax credits. The state of Missouri, and specifically Kansas City, Missouri, as we're looking around here, has all these old buildings, right? And these old buildings qualify for historical tax credits. Because this building was so old, and because they want to see them revitalized, I can go and I can apply for historical tax credits. And the state will give me 20% to 25%, depending on which state you're in. When you get those historical tax credits, you can either sell them, usually for 90% to like a bank or institution, or what you can do is you can use them for a credit so you don't pay taxes or so you're getting any money back. But I would suggest selling them. On this particular property right here, we haven't even used them yet because it has to be, for this particular building, half of the rehab. And let me break this down a little bit further. The historical tax credits are only for the amount of money you put on the repair. For the Western Union building, the asking price is $6 million. So guess what I offered? Comment if you think you know what I offered. Let's say I offered the full price. Half of that money would have to go back inside the building in order for it to qualify for historical tax credits. That's a brief glimpse of what historical tax credits are. If you're looking to invest in real estate, then you need to get started looking into historical tax credits, especially if you're in one of the older cities with abandoned properties, because it'll make buildings like this and like the Western Union building pencil more than you ever believed. It's found money. That's it.